Hello, Brigandine fans. This is D27 here. You are watching the Battle of Gorule. And yes, this is the final battle against Norgard. Now, it should have been A.V.L, but because Norgard did attack Namekia to Gorule, I did go and basically have to move down another castle from A.V.L. It was an easy takeover. So here on the right, the bottom right, you're going to see the tiny little battle of Gorule that I went to attack, or the castle that I went to attack that Norgard had at A.V.L. So yeah, I'm attacking that castle there. You're just gonna see me go down there, and just wanted to show that took it over. That's one of the important places to take over. Typically, if Vaynard does not attack, then that battle on the bottom right would be the final battle. But since Vaynard did decide to attack Namekia because he really had nothing else to attack that was, weak, so he decided to attack. So, just a desperation move that the Peter does at times, trying to still gain position even though they're going to die anyway. Yeah, so you're going to see the battle on the right's only going to go for a few minutes, so don't worry about. If you're annoyed with picture-in-picture, I used to love it, but maybe some of you don't. But anyway, it's only going to last for just a couple of minutes, just probably another 30 seconds or so. But what you're going to see in this gameplay here is something that I did talk about earlier in a previous video, and it's something that's just amazing that the Hardy Robin, the people that made this game, put into the game. And I'm not sure if they coded it correctly, but I guess you'll see. I mean, I was looking at the stats, I was looking at the numbers of what happened with this attack, and it's kind of amazing how this does work, yet it kind of doesn't. I mean, it works and it doesn't. So I don't know. I don't quite understand why they put this in here. But I did talk about this before, and this is with the Lord Vampire. Now, I'm not sure exactly which attack this is, but you're going to see something pretty crazy in here that you normally might not see, especially because most people don't really go for a Lord Vampire. Ghouls are hard to level up into vampires, and vampires are still hard to keep alive. I mean, they're okay in the side, but they really like to keep alive. So, let's see, is this it? No, this is not it. But you're going to see something basic, I'll just tell you. You're going to see the Lord Vampire get negative damage. Now, I know normally if you got if you minus hit points from yourself, you'd lose hit points. But when it comes to the damage that's dealt, he gets negative damage just sporadically at times. But they didn't code it into the game to make the enemy lose hit points or make you gain hit points with Lord Vampire. They just say negative damage, but nothing is gained or lost. Now, as far as what I could see, and maybe, I could look at the video a little bit, clearer, just to see what's going to happen, but, pretty much, yeah, that's just one of those things that you just don't ever really usually see. It's just one of those crazy, sporadic things. I mean, you can get criticals, and they're rare, but this is probably one of the rarest things that ever happened. Besides with the game glitching and freezing once in a blue moon, just, for whatever reason. Sometimes it happens on the PlayStation disc if a Griffin attacks or a Giant attacks, so, sometimes that happens with that. But with the Lord Vampire and his, negative damage, I guess I'd call it a glitch, but I don't really want to call it a glitch. I think they tried to program it into the game where they have some sort of super critical. They can attack, draw back hit points, and then the enemy still can't hurt them, even with the counterattack. So I think this is it right here. I think you're going to see it. Now, just watch this. This is really something here. Look. D received minus 31 damage. No hit points got exchanged up or down either way. Now that's just something that, you know, I did talk about earlier, and I know some people, you know, that have talked about this game, I've never heard them talk about that because I don't think they've really tried to explore with the Lord Vampire as much. But that's just one of those things that does happen every once in a while. I almost want to say it happened with just a vampire a long time ago, and that I got minus 5 damage to just a regular vampire, but you know, that was a very long time ago, and I might just be dreaming about that. But this actually does happen, and you can see it on a video, and I was just waiting for it to happen. In the final battle with Vaynard too, I mean, that's a really good thing to get on a video, and so, you know, I was kind of amazed that happened. I was like, holy cow, that happened again. I mean, this is like, you know, getting all 4 of the rare items in this game. They're extremely rare. There's probably 100 plus items you can quest for in the game. And not all of them are good. A lot of times you get doubles of just basic garbage items. Yeah, this particular gameplay I gave Shootlius the Flame Blade. I was thinking, you know, if he actually gets to fight Vaynard, this is going to help him a lot. If he has to fight against Dragon, probably not so much. He probably could have went with a defensive item to give him. But I've quested enough. I've gotten a lot of good items from most of my leaders. And I also put a team of little 7 dwarves or 6 dwarves on my Shootlius team, just for fun. I gave the rocks that he had and the other monsters he had to another team that sort of desperately needed to make a new team, because now that I've attacked to Gorule, I have, you know, I'm holding position from Almerheim right now, you know, pending whether I win this battle or not. I have Listenose, and those 2 armies there that came to attack Vaynard, it was basically the only 2 armies I needed to attack Vaynard. Now, with this situation, because Vaynard did go down and attack, I need another army to, you know, pull back the Jukes. Otherwise, I could just take my Listenose team, move them back to Jukes, and the Prince could possibly attack me there. You know, and take over that space, but the whole point of this is to take over the whole entire country and to knock Vaynard out completely. Once I do that, he'll give me some more knights and I can use them. Luckily though, I did have a few knights that were in reserve that are still sort of decent that I could put on defense, and so I formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th army so far with what Dryst has. So I have a 6th army they threw on Jukes, 6th army consisting of 3 leaders and monsters, yeah, so I made a whole other army, and that worked out. So yeah, D's pretty safe there. In this battle, I you know, leveled up the Archdemon to a Satan, so it's pretty awesome now, and I'm going to be able to pull out Meteor Doom on whatever and kick some tail. So yeah, I'm just going to give Thunder, you know, a few death kills, you know, just get him some kill shots, level him up every time, because I need his agility to go up so that he can actually hit more often, because his hit ratio is based on agility. And I think it's about 50 right now, so as much as I can, you know, crank that up, the better chances of him being able to hit leaders more often, because, you know, there was a different video that I did where I defended from Mascaras and he just spiffed trying to hit Kador, and even though, you know, Kador is pretty agile, I was hoping he would hit him at least once, because it's a white on black. So here I'm going to be pretty aggressive, throw power on the ball mod. I think later on I moved the ball mod to another team that needed it. I think my 6th army, because I'm sort of spread out, but I like what I have, and you know, if it's a possibility I can get a Thor, then, well, the ball mod and the Thors are going to kind of conflict in some ways. They don't really, but as far as, you know, the tactics that I'm going to be using with them, they probably will conflict. So hopefully I can get a Thor at some point. I'm really hoping to get that. You know, I'm lowering them down pretty good. They're not going to have a whole lot. I just kind of have to wait a little bit for Vaynard to get in here. I think you know, one thing I should have really focused on is healing up the Satan. Because even though she's, you know, basically 3rd tier, you know, she did get weakened pretty hard, pretty heavily. I could have threw a heal on Shudlius, but I just, you know, I didn't think he needed it at the moment. He's still pretty good. There's other monsters that I can bring around. And, yeah, I was surprised it didn't do that much more. I mean, he's a good level knight, and he's got the flame blade, but it didn't really seem to affect Vaynard. So I'm not sure if they actually programmed the flame blade or the flame sword to actually do more damage, you know, to, you know, be an actual red element to do more damage, so I'm not sure. I think it should have done more. I think just any regular sword would have done the same thing on Vaynard, but whatever. So yeah, they kind of got the drop on me there. They were able to boom the Jin dude, do an attack, lower him down even more. I'm kind of worried about Brigandine getting a shot on him. But Grumpy's going to probably get pummeled a lot here. They're all pretty low-level Jin dudes, so, I mean, if you die, it's kind of to be expected. Can't save them all. Gotta, you know, kind of use them to their fullest. You know, definitely use them to their fullest for this battle, because I definitely want to kill off... I think the Demon and the Griffin will be sort of a pain in my side. And since Vaynard's right here, I can just concentrate on him. I don't really have to go after the other leaders, because with this kind of battle, it could take a while. So this is definitely a long battle. It looks like it's, you know, 50 minutes long, but it's not 50 minutes long. I just went in it for a little picture. So it's really just about a half an hour long. I think it's just under a half an hour. I think it's like 28 minutes or so. So yeah, these kind of battles where you get, you know, down to fighting the, you know, the leader, even though you try to kill off as many, you know, good level monsters as they have, you can see he still had 4 green dragons left. I mean, I'd have to go back and forth with their armies, you know, attack, kill off a bunch of monsters, retreat, attack, kill off a bunch of monsters and retreat, in order to get him down to, you know, just very, very little and make it extremely easy. But then, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, put a video out there of just a basic, you know, you go out, do some damage, and, you know, win the battle. I'm not trying to show, you know, a very, very easy battle where you have super, super high level guys. I mean, a lot of my guys are, you know, I have, what, like 4 main characters, 4 main monsters that are just very high level. But I did put a lot of very low level Jin dudes on this team too, just for fun, because, you know, I've seen some battles too. I mean, I used to do it where I just take a bunch of really high level monsters, and they're just so super powered that every time you go to fight the enemy just retreats. You know, it's just, you don't really get much of a fight if you have a whole horde of, you know, a whole team of very, very high level monsters. If they're always retreating, you're getting the $200 for, you know, winning the battle, but you're not getting any other experience really. And so, you know, once they're retreating, you kind of have to, you know, just, you know, do what you can with the monsters and the knights that can do spells to help them gain a little bit of extra experience points. Otherwise, you know, you're not getting a whole lot of experience that way. So I like to take, you know, from the beginning, I took Dryst with Hula and Teeth, and both of those knights, besides Dryst, are extremely low. But with Hula, she can heal, and Teeth was my project knight. And he is the project knight because, you know, I wanted to make 4 armies. Now, if I didn't use him as a project knight, I wouldn't have been able to make 4 armies. I would have only been able to make 3. And with 4 armies, I was able to have two armies sit, one on Zanas, one on Aston, and send out the other 2 to start taking over a country. In the beginning, I sent one towards Kai, or Carrie Leon's territory, and one towards Lioness and her territory. And so I just kind of went back and forth and fought a little bit. I think what I'm going to do later, though, I'm going to play Vaynard and I'm going to play as Vaynard later and, you know, show you how to fight right off the beginning. And I'm going to show some of the beginning battles where it's extremely hard and you lose a lot of monsters because of the fact that you want to attack right away and you want to take over something, but you're going to lose some monsters. But then after that, you have to think about how you're going to organize and structure your teams. Which teams need more monsters, which ones don't, you know, stuff like that. So I'll probably do that with Vaynard, because with this one I was just excited to start on hard. I never was really able to get very far in hard with Dryst, but I really took a lot more time to think about, you know, each definite move, and that's what's fun about these strategy games. You can take all the time in the world to do that kind of stuff. So anyway, right here I'm trying to figure out how to kill this demon. There's some, you know, a few extra air attacks I can do it, but I can't, you know, get in too deep because the stupid merman had to go out there and sit like a stone. So I don't need to kill the merman, but they're just plopping him there, so I can't move my stuff around. I don't think I'm not sure if he attacks or not. I'm not sure if he attacked or not, because I wasn't, you know, watching this, you know, for a second here. But I'm just definitely trying to kill this demon, because the demon is close enough to using venom on Shootlius. Now, Shootlius is white, and the demon venom spell is black, so, you know, they could have a Jinduin attack him, they could have venom, they could have an archer, they could have Genofrost, they could have a giant attack him. He can get hit, you know, 4 ways from Sunday right now. And so if I kill off something that, you know, can hit him, it'll lessen the amount of hits he'll take. Now I'm going to probably have to work on healing him up. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have Shootlius heal himself up, or if I'm going to have to just, you know, basically have one of my unicorns heal him up. But I need to keep him healed up. Even though he's just holding Jin dudes, he's still a critical part of this team, because even though I could probably beat it with the other guys without Shootlius, I still want to level him up so that, you know, possibly when the time comes where he's, you know, sort of high enough to take on some other armies and stuff by himself with another team, then I'll bring on another mid-level knight that doesn't have any high-level monsters and try to level him up. So, kind of the point with taking out your leader of Dryst, especially Dryst, because Dryst is a powerful character, but sometimes he needs a little project to work on, because he is really that powerful. I mean, if you have a very powerful leader that can go out there and fight, you know, by themselves without a whole lot of help, you probably should put your project knight on that team. You know, the reverse would be Prince Lance. Now, Prince Lance is a project by himself. He's level 1. So in that case, you know, that case, you want to have probably a few other very high-level leaders with him to save him. Even though he can heal, he's very weak in the beginning. But yeah, so that's why I took, you know, Hula got high enough to become a mystic. I took her off, I put her down to Sequest, and she held off that castle very well. So I'm very proud of her for doing that, and so yeah, I took on Shootlius because he just, you know, he's a pretty cool knight, and you know, wanted to have a mid-level knight to work on. So yeah, I'm just kind of hitting this merman because I really have nothing else for them to do. And now I'm kind of glad they're going for a Dryst. I put him in the forest, he has high evasion, I figure, you know, there's a lot of good chances they're probably going to miss me. Brigandine, I think she'll probably still hit me though, because, you know, she rarely misses. I played as Vaynard for a while, and she has a very low miss rate, you know. Yeah, they killed off Grumpy here, but yeah, there has to be casualties, you know, especially in the final, you know, battle against another bunch of casualties. Even if I had, well, I mean, if I did have, you know, 13 with Hula with a lot of higher level monsters, it's probably less likely that I would. But because I want all my armies to work efficiently at conquering Faresna and defending Faresna, you know, I'm gonna have those cases where, you know, I have some lower monsters on my team. They might die. And plus, I'm playing as Dryst, so I'm gonna use his strategy of, you know, whatever lives should live, and that's meant to be, and whatever dies, that was meant to die. So whatever. So let's see here. I'm not sure if I got to do Meteor Doom yet. I was not paying attention to that. Oops. But yeah, this Holy Word's gonna get a lot of guys here. You know, Vaynard's right next to me. I don't have to go kill out the other leaders. I can just try working on him, see how low I can get him. But with Meteor Doom and Holy Word, they're awesome combos. Just superiorly awesome combos to do on the enemy team. And it's a very well sought out thing. Now he's level 20, so he is going to be a Seraph. And that means he's going to get a few extra things. He's going to get a Flame Spell. He's going to get Power. He's going to get a Wing Attack, so he can, you know, sit back, shoot some wings, and not get counterattacked. It's always a good thing. But, yeah, technically, I think if they had to play against each other, if the Satan and the Seraph had to play against each other, I think the Satan wins all the time. Just because of the fact that she can paralyze, if you had to pit them against each other, she can paralyze the enemy with a critical. So, yeah. And she can do weakness too, make him weak. But, so, I think I need to, I don't heal her up, although I think I accidentally healed up the, yeah, I accidentally healed up the Bahamut. I accidentally got a fat thumb and healed up the Bahamut instead of healing the Dryst right away. So, even though the Satan isn't in that bad of condition because she's surrounded by 3 different ways, it's probably best to heal up that person more so, even if they're down just about 100 hit points. If they don't have a ton of hit points, it's going to be difficult to maintain the hit points if they can get surrounded on 3 sides. So I felt that, you know, Curse or Flame, I don't know, he's blue, this is red, I think they might do about the same, and it still did a lot of damage. Now I could have powered up Bahamut, but as soon as I landed in the forest, you know, Bahamut does have the ability to still probably hit him. I was just kind of skeptical about it, and I thought, you know, maybe an attack and a flame spell would do it, and it almost did. It actually almost did. So, you know, there's those times where you're like, oh, I got him down to 10 hit points or 1 hit point, and there's really nothing you can do about that. I'm not sure if the rest of the you know, the numbers of damage are just random integers that they throw into it. You know, with the last 2 digits or the last digit. I'm not sure if they're just random integers, but I hope that's the right term for it. But yeah, I don't know. So you're gonna get those times where you get really, really close, and you just can't kill him off. You gotta wait a whole nother turn, or worry about, oh man, he's gonna move out of the way now. He's gonna get scared and move right out of the way. So, yeah. Yeah, they're trying to knock down Shutlius a little bit. I did get to heal him up, and Vaynard's just gonna stay right there. Now, I know that Gwinglin's gonna heal him up, but his heal, it's from a Cavalier, so it's not going to be that high, and he can't move away from the next set of barrages that I have. I have a curse for him, probably 2 curses for him. I have a ray attack. I got Shutlius standing right there, and I have a bad attack. I don't know. I'm not sure if a bad attack can go that far, but I have enough that is pretty much going to finish him off. So there's really, you know, not much left. You know, he did Frost me and all that, but he's kind of stuck. You know, his dragons are stuck. He's got a giant in the front, which isn't going to do, you know, anything to me. And I'm surprised it even did 211, you know, from him. You know, he is a higher level Cavalier, but still, it's a Cavalier. It's not a bishop or a cardinal or an angel of high level or something like that. You know, it's not like that. But yeah, you're not going to see D do that minus damage again in this gameplay, because it is just one of those very rare things that you can see once in a while, and it's you're probably going to see it maybe once a gameplay. I think when I used to play this a lot more, I saw it probably 2 other times. I want to say 3, but definitely 2 other times with the Lord Vampire, and it only happened once each time I played it. So it wasn't like a lot. I'm glad the giant decided not to hit her. I think he got, wise to the other time he tried to hit. Excuse me. So now I'm going to heal her up. It's still probably game over for Vaynard. There's only probably like, not much time left. I'm just thinking about, oh, what can I kill? Usually when I get to this point, I get a little greedy with, what could I kill? What else could I kill? And I thought, you know what? This battle is taking quite some time, so I'm just going to see if I can finish out Vaynard and be done with it. Because I didn't quite get Vaynard down to the amount of monsters I wanted to. I did knock him down to a lot of monsters. I think he was down to 10 or 12 or something. Maybe 13. I'm not sure how many monsters he had at the end for his last castle, but he had probably 40-some monsters or more than that before, because he was dueling it out with Neomechia and the Empire, and he was doing good for a while until the Neomechia got their Puro. So, yeah, there's really not much left D can do. I'm just gonna, probably weaken somebody. And I could get him a kill, but he's a pretty high level guy right now. He's level 28. So he's going to be maxed out pretty soon. I still have all of Neomechia to go through, and I still have the Empire to finish off. So I don't need to worry about leveling up too much, because I'm going to get 200 bucks every time I win anyway, and yeah, he was already close enough. He was sitting in the front lines dueling out with other guys. So he's level 29. I don't have to worry about leveling him up, because he's only going to have so many hit points, or so many experience points before that happens, and then, he's maxed out. So yeah, that's now that's Shootlius' turn, and I think I try to kill off something else first. Yeah, I figure I'll kill off this demon first. Level up Slappy a little bit. I know they're not all the real 7 dwarves names, but I couldn't remember all of them, so I just threw out a few extra ones that I couldn't, in place of the ones I couldn't remember. And plus, with a leader, they only get 6 monsters instead of 7, so I could only really do 6 of them anyway. So yeah, I figured, well, Doc is the oldest one, I'll have him be the highest level guy. So, yeah, what's a lot of fun with this game is you can name him anything you want. And, put him out there, and, wreak havoc on the enemy. So I got the demon kill. I figure, oh, okay, wow, he went up pretty high. So, yeah, I'm thinking, you know what, that's it. I'm going to take him out. If he kills off Shootlius, it doesn't matter, because I'm just going to get my turn right away. And, yeah, I hope you can knock him out right now. That'd be great. Let's see what the Flamage does. Well, everybody, that's it for Norgard. We're completely done for. That was the last castle, and Vaynard has to say goodbye. Bow out. So, that's really all I can show you. There is a little more film, but it's just a pick. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit a like button, I guess. But, yeah, anyway, this is D27 Trigger here, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.